Not really any better armor. Got probably the best armor I'd want. Got the best assault rifle, it seems. And all that's left is the pistol.
Tragedy was averted today when an assassination attempt on Taiwanese President Ronald Sung proved unsuccessful. Government spokesmen say the president was warned about the attempt earlier this week by an anonymous source, which convinced him to wear a bulletproof vest during his speech. The president was taken to Taipei City Hospital, where he is reported to be in stable condition. News of the president's survival was not enough to quell riots that broke out shortly after the attack. Police say instigators within the crowd convinced spectators that the attack was part of a Chinese plot, which sparked the riot that has so far killed 23 people.
Heck, calling Thornton. Come in, Thornton.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, Heck, I'm here.
Just a heads up, Mike. There's some folks out there that really hate you, pal.
Tell me something I don't know.
So this VCI comes to me and he says to me, Steve, I got a proposition for you.
I always figured VCI as the offer you can't refuse types.
So after I pop 3 of his fingers off for calling me Steve, I say, and what proposition might that be, my good man?
Heck.
This guy says to me, oh God, please don't kill me. I just came here to offer you $5 million to give Michael Thorton up as Ronald Sung's assassin.
Tell me you didn't.
Not gonna lie, buddy. I was really tempted for a minute there. But I kinda like you, so I told him to piss off. Then I set him on fire to make sure he got the point.
Shouldn't you have stabbed him to make sure he got the point?
I figured his cronies would probably try and find somebody less scrupulous than myself, so I went ahead and called the news stations. Should keep them off your back for a while.
I appreciate that.
Hey, no problem, buddy. I'm gonna lay low for a while, but I'll be in touch. Be seeing you, Mike.
Nice. That worked out. And I'm really on his good side. I love it.
Government sources have told INN that Wen Shu is a Taiwanese national with no previous criminal record. The nature of his involvement remains to be seen.
That should buy me a little time to get out of Taipei. Better get moving.
No, I don't leave yet. I still have stuff to buy and things to do. Shit.
And so this is the result of your efforts in Taipei. Chaos in the streets, an assassination attempt against the president of Taiwan. Well done.
There was gonna be unrest no matter what I did. Just an attempted assassination would be enough to create a panic. But with Sung alive, there's at least a chance of reining it in.
Now you're beginning to understand. I admit, the lack of an identified assassin might slow things down, but the people already believe the assassin was a Chinese agent. Omen Deng's escape won't stop the push for independence from growing stronger. You managed to escape Taipei undetected, largely because of an anonymous tip identifying a man called Wen Shu as the attempted assassin. Stephen Heck's work, I trust?
He may be a little bit crazy, but he came through.
You have a knack for engendering trust. A useful skill for an intelligence agent.
Must be my winning personality. That's all you cared about then? Destabilizing Taipei?
You should pay more attention to global politics, Agent Thornton. If Taipei pushes for independence, the People's Republic will prepare for war. If China prepares for war, so does the US.
Profiteering.
And Halbeck makes a fortune off the new Cold War.
If there's one thing better for business than a war, it's a Cold War.
It's always the bottom dollars. It's screwed up because there's people who actually have that mentality.
Mike. Is it odd, seeing me in person?
No, I'm glad you're here. Although I'm guessing this means trouble.
You could say that. I came here because we're out of time. Taipei, Rome, Moscow. As far as the agency is concerned, they've been resolved to Halbeck's satisfaction. perhaps not ideally, but Halbach's projections are optimistic.
So they don't even know they're starting a war.
Not yet. First they'll delete Alpha Protocol and erase everything associated with it. And that means you.
Then I have to stop them. Alone. You've done enough.
No, Mike, I haven't. I could have done more. I could... If Alpha Protocol is erased, then you're erased. Whatever life you had will be gone. You'll be rogue forever. Until someone finds you and kills you. And I can't let that happen to you.
It's not about me, Mina. It's about stopping them. What happens to me doesn't matter.
It does matter, Mike. If you hadn't arrived when you did, then we would have had no chance to stop them. And you kept putting yourself in danger. Again and again and...
Mina, we're going to get through this.
Mike.
I mean it. We have to get through this. A lot of people are counting on us.
I know. It's always the mission, isn't it? If Halbach isn't exposed, if Alpha Protocol isn't exposed...
Or both.
Then they'll think they've won.
Until the war begins. Then everybody loses.
Why do you keep doing it, Mike?
This is the right thing
Is
to
it
do.
because you want to see Halbach answer for what it did? Or were you just following orders?
Nina, your whole life, your whole career has been in government. I mean, you are Alpha Protocol.
No, Mike, I'm not.
You're throwing away your entire career. Why?
Because I'm responsible for you, Mike. I'm the one who cut you loose. I knew they were going to kill you, so I did the only thing I could think of. I used Alpha Protocol for its intended purpose.
Why did you do it? Why did you make me rogue?
I read your dossier, Mike. You always try to do what's right, as long as you can act on your own. So I saved you from the missile and helped you go rogue. And I purposely cut you off from Westridge.
So who are you really working for?
I can't tell you, Mike. But they want to prevent what's about to happen. And seeing programs like Alpha Protocol dragged out into the open so they can be shut down.
Even if they hurt the United States.
Alpha Protocol isn't the United States, Mike. And if stopping Alpha Protocol prevents World War III, then it's in the world's interests, not ours.
So, we have to save the world, while the whole world is out to get us. Have to love those odds.
It could be worse. Although I'm not sure how.
Well, I could have been killed by now. Kinda surprised I'm not.
So am I. But I'm glad you weren't.
So, all I have to do is find a top-secret facility located in God knows where, defeat the folks that trained me, along with a battalion of agents and Marines, recover the evidence of an international conspiracy, and, prevent World War III.
I think that about sums it up.
Guess I better get started then. But first, you better get to safety.
Mike, I want to help. I can return to Alpha Protocol. But I had to warn you first. I can still help you from the inside.
All right, Mina. But be careful. I think we're only going to get one shot at this.
What are you going to do?
Call in a few favors. If Alpha Protocol thinks it's the only one with an army, they're in for a shock.
Damn straight. I made a bunch of connections with some, unscrupulous fellows. Made lots of connections. I'm bringing down. But yeah, so anybody who's a little confused as to why I totally just didn't have a romantic tryst with Mina is because remember, that's not who I was really going for. I was going for Scarlet Lake, which you may or may not have already blown that chance. We're gonna see here in a minute. So, and you know what? I'm a one-woman kind of guy, or at least I'll play it like Bond. Bond always sticks to, at least for the major players, one female. But yeah, as she kind of stated, she works with the U.S. government. That's how you know the U.S. government's not the one that's tied to Alpha Protocol, which is causing all this crazy bullshit. Because you read that in her dossier, or at least I read it out loud in the dossier to you guys. So, dang, conspiracy pleasantries, Chinese, no Alpha Protocol, government agents. All right, good. Some more Alpha Protocol info. F yeah. The Minotaur told me he was Finnegan. Two chicks at once. Nice. Nice. Alright. Information on that. There's Albatross. Yes, I know everybody is out to get me. It's out of control. Give it to Scarlet. Although I probably should turn that in because it looks like I'm not getting any different reaction from her in terms of friendship. See, the sound dampening goes down, but that's not all bad. Is there any way to increase sound dampening off any of these? I don't think so. I think my sound dampening is pretty much up there, though. It would be really nice to have higher endurance. Yeah, but I mean, it's already high enough. Screw it. No point of even really thinking much about it. Yeah, like all of these are just worse. You'd think the 3-star ones would be a lot better. Better rifle stock at least. Can I get the pistol? I think that's what I want to go for is the pistol. Let's sell some stuff first. I'm not really going to be using those at this point. Subsonic. Haven't exactly been very quiet lately. Arm guards, keep getting those. Never going to use those. Those are just those ceramic plates I had from before. Go back to clearinghouse, build this buy. I think I can finally buy the pistol. Yeah, the only thing is it's only, I'm spending all this money for something that's only +1 on everything. Huh. Is it really worth that kind of money? Alright, I gotta stop dicking around, wasting time. Let's go with... Armor joints, increases endurance, reduces stealth, damage resistance. Let's make it happen, Captain. Might as well just stick to the good stuff. Get me all decked out with lots of endurance. Go ahead and get my stuff back up quick. And some armor. I can live with -4. Oh, wait, what? It's -5. See, it reduces enemy line of sight, but by how much? Sure, I'll do it this way. Get some good damage reduction and endurance. Good on gadgets. Yep. Perfect. Let's go ahead and contact Scarlet Lake. See if I manage to not screw this up after all.
Scarlet,
Come in, Mike.
your door was open. You don't seem surprised. How did you know it was me?
I would have known if it wasn't you. Footsteps are like signatures.
That's an interesting skill to have picked up.
In case you haven't guessed already, I don't have much of a social life. What is it you needed, Mike? Got another story to pass along?
Something wrong? If so, maybe I can help.
Wrong? I don't know, Mike. You seem to be a complicated person. Very little about you seems simple. I was pretty certain you might be Interpol or military, but my gut tells me intelligence. But none of my contacts have heard of you.
Contacts. So you've been checking up on me.
I didn't want to, but you really don't leave me much choice if I want to know the truth.
If I was intelligence, is that something you think I'd tell a journalist?
You tell me. And I'd like you to be honest with me, if you can. I think I deserve that much.
Yes.
There's not much to say. I used to work for the United States government. I still do, in my own way.
What do you mean?
I'm not exactly welcome back home. When you met me in Saudi Arabia, that was my last official mission with the U.S. After that, I've been on my own. Except for people I've met on the way. Like you.
It doesn't sound like you've had a chance to relax in Saudi Arabia.
That's an understatement.
My military and intelligence contacts didn't have much on you.
Not surprising.
So, I checked the corporate gossip. Halbeck's taken quite an interest in you.
Let's just say Leyland and I don't see eye to eye on business practices. You ever met him?
At press conferences. Quite the snake. But that doesn't explain why Halbeck would be after you.
I accidentally discovered something in Saudi Arabia I shouldn't have. Something that could ruin Halbeck.
What did you find out?
I found they'd been selling weapons to Al-Samad, and I
This
got
might
proof.
bite me in the ass.
Is that why you're here?
I don't trust anyone else with it. And if something happens to me, then the world needs to know.
It's that bad, huh?
Pretty bad.
I'll make sure it gets where it needs to go. Are you going to be all right?
I have no idea.
Stay.
Do you need to leave right now?
Nope.
No, I can stay. For a little while if you need me to.
Considering I might not see you again, I'd like that.
The world can wait then.
Oh yeah. Secret agent time. Of course not. We had a good time. So I didn't blow it with her. I have 4 points left. The place I really can put it is in martial arts, so why not? Alright, let's contact Albatross. See if he has any enlightening information.
What the hell? Guess the old man gave me a false number.
Communications decrypted. Signal established.
Albatross. Your signal's weak. I can barely see you.
Agent Thornton, Mike, my apologies for the poor connection. It's the price one pays for privacy. I can only spare a few minutes, so tell me what you need, quickly.
I'm infiltrating the Alpha Protocol facility, and I need your help.
I see. This is sooner than I expected. If you think I know the location of the facility, I can't help you.
I can get there. What I need is whatever intel or manpower you can provide, once I'm inside.
If you can get in and transmit the location. But once you transmit the coordinates, you'll need to buy yourself some time before I can intervene. May I ask why you're infiltrating the agency? It seems counterproductive, not to mention the low chance of success.
I have to do this, and I have to find out the truth of what's going on there. I can pay you for your help, Albatross.
You don't need to pay me, Mike. An alliance with you and your continued survival has proven to be in my best interests.
Damn straight.
When I was at Braco's mercy, you chose to intervene. I've not forgotten. And you spared Sis when you had no reason to do so. Now it is my turn to help you.
You're not getting compassionate in your old age, are you?
Consider it a payment for services rendered. One doesn't kill the golden goose.
Or an albatross. Seems doing both would be unwise.
I would agree. Once you reach your destination, we shall prove it. Until then, I shall ensure the south wind is at your back.
Enjoy your flight. I'll see you soon.
Nice. Check the email real quick. Get money. He's got narcotics in his anus to keep him alive. Alright. I'm gonna let you guys know this. Actually, no. I'm gonna let you guys see how this is gonna go down. So I have a plan on how I want to handle Sahid. Excuse me again. Woo. Further branch out cities or even create your own player cities in the middle of the forest with those kind of buildings and resources is a great idea. And again, it's not something you see